Should women be allowed to be leaders? Should women be allowed to lead? Should women be heard? Should women be at the forefront? Should women be allowed to voice their opinions? Should women be allowed to exhibit their talents? Hello everyone, welcome back to Breakage Barriers. If you're new here, my name is Blessing, but you can call me Lady B. When we are all born into this earth, as male or female, one thing is clear: we all come here to this earth for a purpose, and we are all gifted with different talents. Your talent is different from mine, and my talent is different from another. This could also be part of what differentiates each and every one of us. This talent that we all are gifted with exhibits our individuality. To be able to demonstrate this talent, as each one of us are gifted, that individual must be able to be given the chance to do that. If that individual is kept away, if that individual is subjugated, if that individual is belittled and is being told over and over that because of the gender that individual wears, in this case being a woman, then she's not allowed to exhibit the talent. At the end of the day, who loses? Humanity loses. The universe loses, in that a talent that has been given to that individual is boxed away, is hidden, is subjugated, is denied. What is a talent? A talent is an aptitude showing competence of an individual. So, for example, I might be able to perform a certain task in an extraordinary way, which comes so easy, and another person might not be able to perform that task to the level at which I can. It is by so doing that competence is measured. So talent is not in gender. An easier way to explain this is being a male does not guarantee that the person will be competent in a particular task. And being a female does not guarantee that the person will not be competent in a particular task. And as discussed in my previous videos, we have established the fact that the male gender is physically endowed with strength to perform certain tasks that a woman might find difficult to perform because of the physical endowment that the male body is gifted with. And that's why a male is a better warrior in most cases. A male is a better protector in most cases. In fact, the male stands as a protector over the woman, as the woman is the one that bears the children. So does the woman's body go through its own physical type of strength, especially when it comes to childbearing. Childbearing is no joke. The woman's body is physically endowed or created to be able to go through that type of physical challenges, that type of physical burden that is laid upon the woman when she's pregnant, which you can't find in the physical composition of the male gender. This can be considered as gifts, hence having the capability to perform certain tasks that the male gender cannot perform. This is a unique type of composition that we both have as humans. Therefore, there should be no competition between the male gender and the female gender on who should be a leader or who shouldn't be, as this is tied to competence, aptitude, capability, talent, giftings, to be able to perform whatever tasks there is to perform. Shouldn't this be on a level of, as a human, as an individual, are you able to perform this task or not? And that being the determiner of knowing, understanding if to give that the leadership position to that individual, be it a male or a female. Growing up in Africa, I grew up witnessing a lot of women not being allowed to lead, not because they cannot perform, not because they are not talented, but because they were the gender of a female. Most of these women were denied the opportunity to fulfill their purpose here on earth. Most of these women were asked not to speak where the man is speaking. This is usually based on the fact that such belief system has been infiltrated into the culture, which over time has become a tradition. And such belief system disallowing the woman in a leadership position also can be found in the religious sectors, which also have infiltrated into the system, the homes, the community. It has become part of the normative. And so people have come to embrace it as a patriarchal way of living in that society. A system that was introduced by colonization, a system that was introduced 400 to 500 years of colonization of that continent. How else wouldn't it become the norm? How else wouldn't it be accepted, except for the few who are bold enough to fight against such injustice, against such corruption? Marriage is being one of the most affected. Thank goodness that in today's generation, all over the world, not just in Africa, we can see that regardless of gender, as long as the individual is talented, is endowed, capable of performing any task, or has the aptitude to perform any task, is given that opportunity, is given that platform to be able to exhibit the talent, we see that such individual thrives in that society, regardless of gender. As today we see women executives, women being leaders in companies, in corporations, being shareholders, and succeeding and excelling in these positions around the world. Even in marriages, two people can come together. One can be very good being the man in a certain aspect of life, and the other can be extremely better in that task, being the woman. Shouldn't these two humans be able to sit down and say, wife, I can see that you're very good in this area of life, where he being the husband is actually struggling. Why not give the wife the platform to excel in that? Even as they are together, will that not be for the benefit of both parties? Would that not be for the benefit of the marriage, the children, the community, as long as there is mutual respect between both the husband and the wife, the male and the female? So it's not actually which gender is in leadership, but the level of respect, trust, regard that is between these two parties. So we shouldn't jeopardize the chance of an individual exhibiting their talent in life just because they wear the gender of a female. A captain flying a plane also needs the support of the co-pilot. Together, they're able to fly the plane successfully, preventing disaster. Regardless of who is in leadership, be the male or female, it's giving respect to one another that is vital, not the gender. Leadership is not gender-based. Leadership is performance-based. With this, I say thank you very much for watching and listening. Do take care now. Bye.